call to order the City Council regular session, July 15th, 2019 at 6 p.m. at the City Municipal Building. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Janet, take the roll call, please.
Alderpersons Goodhue.
Here.
Hanson.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Scott.
Here.
Wade.
Here.
Clone has been excused. Mayor Panaleo.
Here.
Street Superintendent Barry.
Here.
Police Commander Schley.
Here.
Approval or correction of minutes for the meeting held July 1st, 2019 regular session.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for the meeting held on July 1st, 2019.
Second that.
Roll call, please.
Robinson.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Wade.
Yes.
Goodhue.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Moving on to petitions and communications, citizen comment. Discussion on any topic brought before the council during petitions and communications. Do we have anything? Do you have anything on your end?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead and stand up here.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm here for, my name is Daryl, I'm here for item 1 on the agenda.
You are on the agenda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
We can just leave them
I was
here.
getting ready.
Deviate from the agenda.
Okay, we can deviate from the agenda. That would be
Just get
fine.
you-
And that would be what area?
Agenda 1.
Okay. Okay, go ahead
Oh,
then.
no? Okay, do you mind if I sit here? All right. Well, thanks for having me this evening. My name is Daryl Lund. I'm with the North Central Wisconsin Regional Planning Commission. And I'm here with Jane from Adams County. I'll just pass around my business card so you can kind of have that to reference who I am here. But we are here tonight to talk to you about the update of the county's all-hazard mitigation plan, and that's a multi-jurisdictional plan. And just want to give you a brief overview of what that's about. But first, before I forget, the county has a grant through FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Administration, and if the city's worked with FEMA or other federal agencies, you know, they're like their paperwork. And so I know you've got your roll call for the meeting, but if you wouldn't mind helping me out with my paperwork for the grant, if you could sign in on that sheet as well, I'd really appreciate it. So again, as I was mentioning, we're here to talk about the update of the county's all-hazard mitigation plan, and I have an overview of that prepared, but I'm not going to, something I'm necessarily going to go over, just providing it for your information, because I know you have a busy agenda. I don't want to take up a ton of your time tonight, but I do want you to have a little bit of background information so you can look at this at your leisure after the meeting. Certainly, if you're looking at it now and you have some questions, I would be happy to address those questions. But as I was saying, this is a FEMA requirement for counties and incorporated municipalities such as the city of Adams or the village of Friendship, as the case may be. We update this every 5 years, and this is the 4th edition of the county plan. So the city has adopted this 3 times before. And it's, like I said, a cooperative effort, intergovernmental, multi-jurisdictional plan. We do them at the county level, but we include those incorporated municipalities so that you're in there, satisfy the FEMA requirement that you have a plan, but you don't have to go through the effort and time and effort and expense of doing one yourself. So in order to do that plan, we have to have a sort of a meeting to touch base with the city, and that's what I'm doing here. And I have a few areas I want to go through, so if that's all right with you, unless there's any questions on the overview of the introduction, I'll just jump into those and move through as quickly for you as I can. So no questions then? All right. First area, I just want some brief idea of what, from your perspective with the city here, are the natural disasters that are most concerned to the city. What are you most worried about? What keeps you up at night, I guess, if you start thinking about Mother Nature and what it might bring to the city?
Wind damage, trees down, power outages.
And not having generator backups.
Train derailment,
Yep.
gas leak.
I mean, that's gonna be right next to the train tracks.
Oh, right, yep.
Issues with Allied Co-op with the fertilizer plant up there? Spills, explosions, anything like that?
So the nature of the materials.
Right.
Mhm.
Yep.
All
Okay. Yeah, some of those
right. All right.
Thank you.
Anything else then, as far as, what kinds of natural hazards or disasters are concerned to the city? I will mention, you'll see it in, I'm sorry.
Tornadoes. Major snowstorms, power outages.
Yep, there'd be another one. I'll call it ice storms more than snowstorms.
So power outage again. So just someone mentioned regarding the backup situation, that's kind of a common one. So where are we at with that? So major city facilities like this facility, you don't have the power backup in place for that?
Or our public works building.
So public works, police, fire, you don't have those facilities? Don't have?
No.
Okay.
Aging sirens.
Aging siren.
Yeah, we have a siren that needs to be replaced.
Does the siren works, right?
The siren
But
works.
the tower is cracked?
The tower has to come down, and the system that we have up there is a lot larger than what we would be able to utilize at this time. We need something that's upgraded to the smaller version kind of situation than what we have right now.
You might want to talk to the Village of Friendship. They're having some people come and, some professionals come and work on their siren this year, and might be some kind of cost savings if you can double up with that. I'm sorry.
Our siren, along with the one in the village, they run off the same system. They're very old and
Right,
archaic.
okay, we talked about that.
And, yeah, because we had issues with that, probably 6-7 years ago. And I had a gentleman come look at the box in the fire station there, and he basically laughed about it. That's how old it is.
Right.
The circuit boards were falling out.
Right, yeah.
It still works, yes, but it's old.
Yeah, Village had seen issues. There was corroded to the point of
Yep.
not working at this point. I
Yep.
understand, so, yeah.
And I would think too, also, just having the additional training, the ICS training is very important, and we're working on that moving forward. But not everyone has gone through the training or up to speed on that.
All right. So that was kind of an exploration of what kinds of hazards are a concern to the city. And we talked a little bit about this already, but just to expand on that, the next area that I want to explore is what areas of the city or what city facilities are vulnerable to the hazards or disasters. You are concerned about what might be happening, what areas are you worried about, or what facilities are you most concerned about?
Wastewater plant does have generators, so if we lose power, it's going to be run on the generator. One of our wells has a main big generator to run the well. We also now have both of our water towers, and the other well has small gen set to run SCADA system, so stuff will stay automated that way. We do have a portable generator for if we lose power for operating lift stations to keep sanitary flowing. The big thing would be tornadoes. If something would happen to either this building, Public Works building, after that last storm a couple weeks ago, we did find that we had no power at our Public Works shop. It was kind of a pain to get doors open so we could get out. Our radio system works off of repeaters. Without power, our radios don't work, so we had to rely on cell phones.
Are other facilities that are concerned? What about these particular areas of the city where there's a particular problem, maybe with prone to flooding or something like that, or?
We have a few of those areas, but engineers have looked at them, and there's not a lot we can do with them.
The nature of the.
It's the nature of The slope of the land where we're sitting right here.
Okay. All right. Okay, so as part of the planning process, we need to sort of take into account future impacts on new facilities that we didn't maybe think about during the last plan. So what new public infrastructure facilities have been developed in recently, like say within the last 5 years or so, you think? New or major improvements or?
Well, new fire station outside
That
of
would be
that.
the one.
So you put up a new fire station within the last, or recently?
Yes.
Any other new facilities or major improvements or upgrades?
We made some major upgrades to the wastewater plant and the water system, but that was just upgrades. So really the only new facility would be the fire station. Everything else is pretty much the same. Nothing else new in the last 5 years, so.
Any plans for, or on the books or in your minds, back of your minds for future public facilities, major, new or upgraded, that need to be done? Besides doing the seconds,
No, I don't think so.
nothing on the board, nothing,
Not, I'd
no
say, within
pressing.
the next 5 years, no.
Right.
Oh, right. So what about on the, so that's like sort of on the public side, what about on the private side? Has there been any significant or notable private development within recent times, last 5 years or so? I mean, you know, with residential, commercial, industrial, whatever it might be? Nothing significant, nothing major. What about, so on the other side, going for the future, are you aware of any, anything being planned or considered for future development of this within the city? Again, we're talking, whether it's residential, houses, subdivision, apartments, whatever, if it's commercial, new quick trip.
Well,
If
we're
you're talking commercial, then obviously, Public Works is, the Property Works is a fairly new facility.
Yes.
And then you got your new Spires clinic that just went in.
So,
And there's discussion about the YMCA would be building here in town within the next year or whatever. And also we are paving a subdivision of Kenwood subdivision that will make available for houses to be built.
okay, so the first, I'm sorry, I missed the first facility you mentioned before you said.
We have a business startup in town, it's a lawn
Oh,
business. And they put up a new building and a store. And then we had Spires brought in a new walk-in clinic, I guess.
Walk-in clinic,
type deal.
and whereabouts would be the general location of the Kenwood subdivision? Just
That's right by Burt Moore's Park.
West side of the city.
Northwest.
All right, just kind of approximation.
And then we'll have some senior housing that'll come in within a 4-year period too.
So I'm just curious, do you know the scope of that facility, about how many people will?
It'll be an 11 unit.
All right, okay. Anything else then, as far as new or future facilities?
Not at this point. Hopefully so though.
Right. All right, so the last kind of area then, I guess, is kind of taking into account the hazards we talked about in the areas of the city that might be a concern or the development that has occurred or will be occurring. What kind of things would you like to see done to reduce the potential impact of a disaster event in the city? And so here we're looking for project ideas, and I just want to mention that I know obviously money's always an issue, but for this exercise, let's say money's not a concern, someone, FEMA, whoever it might be, is going to drop a pile of money to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. What would it be if you could pick?
Generators.
Backup generator.
Right,
for
oh,
Backup
sure, I
public
should've known
generators
that
for
one.
sure.
Backup generator for public works.
And for the city hall.
Yeah, it's this first one I mentioned, so.
Yeah.
So fire department is separate, so a fire department as well then?
They do not have a generator at this time. They have it set up that they can get one in there, but they do not have one at this time.
So generators, that's always, like I said, a big one. Anything else? Any other thoughts, ideas? One example would be another small city that I work with on these kind of plans, and for that county is Eagle River. And they have a city airport, and in the flight path of the airport, I'm not sure how that happened, but there's and I forget exactly what it is, but it's a large tower storage facility for, I forget exactly what explosive material it is, but natural gas or something like that. So one of their big concerns of the project would be to move that tower because it's really, really bad spot. So again, I'm not sure how you came up with that or how that came to be, but that's what they have. So unique circumstances. Oh, and Tomahawk, and actually kind of similar situation in the city of Tomahawk. I'm not sure if they've remedied this yet or not, but the City Hall, Police, and Fire Department are all within the blast radius of a major LP storage and distribution facility in Tomahawk there. So that's obviously a major issue. If there was a major situation there where that caused an explosion to that facility, all their main public facilities would be compromised in that situation. So that recommendations or their concerns to address that situation. So there's a couple of examples. So just looking for, and if you could think of ideas of that would be something that you want to see to help relieve the situation in this area or protect them.
I could see doing a remodel of the building to utilize this building, so it'd be more of a community. We could use it for a community place.
Shelter.
Disaster shelter.
Yeah.
So right now it's just mostly garage space. That'd be a major one.
I know Boston had done that. There's, okay.
And I guess as far as any kind of disaster type situation, though, we would be susceptible with having the railroad tracks and being close to gas stations and other things that are close in that proximity. We've never had any problems with that, but I guess that would be one area that.
Okay, cool. Anything else that you think of that might be a good project or something that the city would like to consider doing if they had the opportunity to protect health and safety or facility or whatever?
Well, if we really had something, it'd be nice to have a nice, good drainage ditch to get water out of the area.
Drainage.
But that would be a major project.
Stormwater management, drainage. Okay. All right.
Build an overpass with train tracks.
Then you
Within the whole entire county?
Yeah, exactly. All the way to Castle Rock.
All right. Okay, so that's, unless anybody else has anything else to add, or if you have any questions or anything we didn't talk about that you wanted to bring up or mention, I just want to make sure I get that sign-in sheet, and does this sit over here?
I think the biggest thing would be being notified if there's ever any kind of grants or anything that would assist the city to prepare for anything. I mean, if there's anything that comes available, we would surely want to know about it so that we could take advantage of it.
Well, in that regard, if there is a disaster, hopefully there would never be, but they do happen, and then of course the federal and state programs come in and are effective at that time. In between those kind of times, there are hazard mitigation grant programs available. So if you did have one of these projects, something needed to be done, you could potentially apply for one of those. Of course, there's match involved, things like that. I know that they. Go ahead, sorry.
Those hazard mitigation grants usually come out from Wisconsin Emergency Management in October or November, and I send them out to all the municipalities. So if there's any projects that you see that you feel could be part as a mitigation project, you could apply for that grant. I'm not sure how much they'll have to offer this year. We'll just have to wait and see what they send out. It just depends on the funding that they get available through the state.
Okay.
And since you brought it up, I want to mention.
You also have a
Yeah, we have a new
that's for
program.
businesses, right?
Yeah, we have a new. I was going to mention we have a new program. It's kind of in conjunction with the state. We're trying out, and so if there's businesses that are impacted by Mother Nature type event, disaster event, it doesn't have to necessarily be like a federal declaration or anything like that. So if you had a business with tornado damage or flooding or something that kind of compromised their operations or put them at a disadvantage, they could apply for this. It is technically a loan, but it's a no interest loan, so they would have to pay it back. But there's no interest. So it could be helpful to a potential business having a situation where that they need some funds to help them through a time like that or something like that. So something to keep in mind. All right. Well, I appreciate it.
Scott, how about 911 service? Do we still have issues with that going down constantly? Has that been talked through?
That's more on the county level, but I know here, even our phone system, obviously upgrading the communication of the building itself is vital too, because that goes down occasionally, isn't integrated. A lot of that is on the county level. That
Right.
would be outside of our hands, since they run all our communication systems. I'll lay the blame on the county.
There you go.
Unfortunately, we're really relying on ways of the feds for messing up the frequencies, predictions and all that good stuff. Like, it's crazy they brought it with narrowband.
Yes.
Weird. But anyway, I won't go there right now. That's right, exactly. So in closing then, I appreciate your time. I just wanted to mention, we wanted to bring this to your attention. Again, like I said, we've done this three times before. But ultimately, what we need is, as I mentioned, it's technically a federal requirement that the city have an adopted hazard mitigation plan. So when I finish the work on the plan with Jane and get that wrapped up, we'll send a draft to the city. We usually send a copy to the clerk and the mayor to their attention to review, and if there's any questions or comments on that. But anyway, I guess long story short, at some point we're having to be asking the city council to adopt that plan by resolution. So like I said, when we get the draft finished, we'll be forwarded to you, and then at some point, hopefully moving it through to adoption, so that you'll have that plan in place.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jane.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, so we'll go back then to report of the standing committees. We have Public Works Committee. You want to do any kind of brief discussion on?
A discussion was held with Vicki Marcucci from the summer lunch program as to who was responsible for the garbage pickup, and the city will take care of it. And demolition of the hose tower was discussed. All contractors need to have their proposals in by August 13th. And a meeting will be taking place with the school in the next couple of weeks regarding the old landfill to become a soccer field.
Okay, thank you. And then policy and procedure.
The things that we discussed at policy and procedure on July 9th was going from ordinance into fee schedules for certain related things, like cat and dog and taxi cabs. And pretty much that was the extent of it. And then we just code of ordinance relating to sexual offender residency restrictions, we updated that, was working on updating that.
Okay, thank you. As far as myself, there's a lot of things going on, but I'll just put a plug in again for an event that the city will be having in August. Band-Aid, it is a benefit fundraiser for musical instruments for the middle school, and if anyone has any instruments that they would like to donate to the kids, you can feel free to contact City Hall, and we can get your information out to the people that are in charge of that during the fundraiser. And that's pretty much it for me for right now. So Officer Sly, you want to give us an update on the police department?
Currently, we are at process closed for new applicants. We have 11 applicants. We'll be touching base with Leanne to set up a time to get some interviews rolling on that. Also, on good news, we got rewarded a $4,000 equipment grant to the state, which can be used for enforcement. So it can be used for like a light bar, radar, some squad equipment. So it's real specific what we can use it for. So I'm looking at what we can do to set it, maybe offset the cost of some of our squad transfer, and new equipment for the squad coming in out of that grant. So I'll be finalizing that this week to get that submitted as soon as possible, so we get the stuff all rolling on that. That's all I got.
Okay, well, thank you. And Mr. Berry, Public Works?
Street painting has now been completed. We did another round of brush pickup today. Hopefully things are starting to quiet down with getting all the trees and brush, everything picked up. Next week, I will be working with Chief and the railroad. They've requested barricades for on the 24th when the big train comes through, so we'll be working with them, getting some barricades up to that. Just plugging along, trying to get everything done. Some of the water, especially out on State Street, has gone down. We got some major pothole patching and some work to do up there, but they're also talking storms pretty much possibly every day this week, so we'll see what happens.
Rain, go away. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead then and move forward into new business for the approved pay request for number 8, Spring Lake Contracting.
I'll make a motion to approve the pay request number 8, Spring Lake Contracting.
I'll
Second. Go ahead. It's all yours.
I'll second that.
Okay, and Janet, take the vote, please.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Approve transfer of Community Housing Block Grant CDBG Program.
I'll give you that recommendation to approve transfer of the community house block grant CDBG program.
I'll second it.
Okay, and are there any questions? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Introduce, adopt ordinance for 2019 septic waste volume impact rates 9 to 25.
I'll give you that motion to introduce, adopt ordinance 4-2019 septic waste volume impact rates 9-2-25.
I'll second it.
Are there any questions? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade.
Yes.
Okay, introduce, adopt ordinance 05-219, amending licensings of dogs and late fees 713C and 714.
I'll make that motion to amend the licensing of dogs and late fees.
I'll second. Go ahead.
You
I'll
can-
second.
Are there any questions? Okay, take the vote, please, Janet.
Hanson,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue.
Yes.
Introduce, adopt ordinance 6-2019, amending cabs and taxi cab driver's license fees 711-1F and 711-1M2.
I'll make that motion to amend the taxi cab and taxi cab driver license fees.
I'll second that one.
Any questions? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Robinson,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Okay, introduce, adopt ordinance 7-2019, amending operator license duration 7/2/32.
I'll make the motion for the amending operation license duration.
I'll second it.
And are there any questions?
Yeah, can you refresh my memory on that one? I forgot what that one was.
That was adding the 1-year operator's license.
On the taxi cabs or?
No, this was operators or bartenders.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm good, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, and then Janet, take the vote, please.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Introduce, adopt ordinance 8-2019, rescinding and recreating sex offender residency restrictions and child safety zones, Title V, Chapter 5.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Any questions? Janet, take the vote, please.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Okay, introduce, adopt resolution 2019-19R, rescinding resolution 2009-14R, use of time clocks.
I'll give you that motion.
I'll second it.
Comments? Janet, take the vote, please.
Goodhue?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Okay, introduce, adopt resolution 2019-20R, relating to fee schedule.
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution relating to the fee schedule.
I'll second it.
Any questions? Janet, take the vote, please.
Hanson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Goodhue?
Yes.
Introduce, adopt resolution 2019-21R, relating to revised outdoor recreational plan, ORP.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any questions? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Robinson?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Goodhue?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Introduce, adopt resolution 2019-22R, relating to fire district mutual aid box alarm system, MABAS.
I'll give you that motion.
I'll second it.
Are there any questions, comments?
If there was any questions, I was gonna say that the other townships seem to be in agreement that this was a good thing to do for the mutual aid for disasters, and so we feel it's a good thing also.
Good.
Janet, take the vote, please.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Goodhue?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Approve compensation for sludge application, Bruce Marty.
I'll make that motion for the sludge application, Bruce Marty.
I'll second it.
Can you take the vote, Janet, please?
Wade?
Yes.
Goodhue?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Approve ATV, UTV parking on lot adjacent to Public Works building.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Are there any questions? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Goodhue?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Approve purchase of DO analyzer.
I'll give you that motion to approve the DO analyzer.
I'll second it.
And are there any questions?
Was that on finance tonight?
Yes, it was.
Can we just have like an overview of it? What?
Okay. Mr. Barry, you're up.
Best way to explain it, our treatment plant is run by 2 oxidation ditches. There's 2 dissolved oxygen probes in there, and as those probes sense the oxygen levels, they send a signal to either increase or decrease the aerators to keep our oxygen level at a certain point. One is shot completely. If we lose the other one, we're in a big hurt. So we need to get the one replaced so that they work the way they're supposed to.
Okay, thank you.
And if that was to happen, then everything would be done in 24 hours a day.
That doesn't sound fun.
No. So, we have a motion and a second. Okay, then Janet, take the vote, please.
Hanson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Goodhue?
Yes.
The next is the approved purchase of the haul truck.
Yeah, that's got to be reordered, got it.
Yeah, so if somebody,
I'll make a motion to approve the inspection to purchase of the haul truck.
I'll second it.
okay, and are there any
And
other?
I guess we'd have to put it in negotiation.
Yes, and under negotiation of pricing. Okay, and then Janet, take the vote, please.
Robinson,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Okay, and then approve payment of the bills.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment of the bills.
I'll second that.
Okay, and then Janet, take the vote, please.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
And before adjournment, as you can see on our notes, that we have an opportunity to do a tour of any one of the following places this evening. So if you wanted to stay and let us know afterwards where you would like to go. And so I take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
And Janet, take the vote, please.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.